Hi guys. So I woke up to a not so pleasant thing this morning. I had some friends who were supposedly scammed by a certain convention. Now, as you guys know, I used to be part of the convention scene. So I want to go over some things to help avoid a scam. Now, I don't actually know if the website that I looked up is legit or not. I do see some red flags there. Me personally, I wouldn't book the event because of their return clause. And the fact it's their first annual and they have no credentials. Pick and choose who you deal with very carefully. Supposedly the vendors that were scammed, they were approached. It is not normal even for a first-time convention to approach you unless, like, they have a booth at another event and they're trying to get their event out there. Is it okay for a convention to market that they're looking for vendors and approach vendors? Absolutely. Some of them do it, but like I said, typically they're not going to go out of their way and look for vendors and be like, hey, do you want a booth? This is how much it costs. That's not normal unless they're at an event or if they're somewhere where they're trying to have their voice. The fact that this event was supposedly like messaging people on Facebook and whatever other social medias is kind of a red flag. Again, I'm not going to dish the website because I don't know for sure or not. I was not one of the vendors that applied, but I do want to teach you guys like what are some red flags. For starters, never pay for your vendor table through Cash App. Big no-no. Big no-no. Do not pay through Cash App. Cash App does not protect you. So if you have a scam and you gave your money away, it's a good chance that it's gone. Do not use Zeal. Zeal is used to pay people, and it goes to a bank directly. But it also does not give protection. Venmo is a little gray because Venmo tries to protect businesses. But even then, I wouldn't use Venmo. I would use Square. I used to say use Everbright, but I was looking up on their rules and terms. They have changed their rules a bit too. I also noticed that this particular supposed convention that these people got scammed about did not have, is using Everbright. And it says on Everbright, contact the vendor. Everbright used to give a refund guarantee. So if you got scammed or something, they wouldn't take back the fee, because Everbright has a fee for using their services. They wouldn't give you the refund on the fee for the ticket, which is normally like $2 to $5 the fee, because that's what that website gets to keep. No matter what the website keeps that, Everbright keeps that. But maybe Everbright was losing money that way, I don't know. But they changed their return policy. Now you have to go to whoever's selling the tickets directly. So, a lot of people use Everbright. Like I said, I used to recommend Everbright, but that's no bueno, as they say. I always tell people I strongly suggest PayPal because PayPal actually protects the money. Or Square. Again, you can always contact and be like, hey, I don't want to decline it. You know what I mean? That's something else some people could consider is, if not a lot of time has been sent, you might be able to contact your banks to put a hold on that or to get it rebuked. But it just depends how that person has their end set up. That's a little complicated. But yeah, no, I always say use reputable sources. Check your sources. It's also kind of a red flag if they don't give you options on how to pay. Most conventions are going to give you options like, hey, do you want to pay by PayPal? Do you want to pay with your card? They'll give you options. I am going to go ahead and show you guys 2 websites and 2 conventions that I really do trust. One of them I worked with personally. The other one I've attended several times and almost volunteered for a couple times. Again, I can't fully speak on those supposed spam. But, because I wasn't one of the vendors that booked it, but I did read a lot of bad stuff about it, and supposedly this is not the first time this person has done that. But anyway, that's That is what it is, I guess. Okay, so one convention that I do like to go to a lot, because I'm going to show you a few, I'm going to show you 3, is Arizona Toy Con. So they're a bit secretive of how they do things, maybe because they switched hands and they're still getting into the gist of things. So it is kind of, and this is what makes it so hard about what's going on here. But again, I want to give you guys my knowledge so that you can avoid scams. With this one, they contact you. You contact them directly if you want to be a vendor or whatever. Let them know what you want to do. The other thing about this one is they go through PayPal. Again, I really trust PayPal. I typically will not deal with a convention that does not give me at least the option of PayPal, because I can ask for my money back from PayPal if they don't want to give it to me and there's cancellation. I'm not sure what their return policy is, but one nice thing about them is they ask for people ahead of time. But yeah, that's one if you're looking for a place to sell stuff from. And this is more toy than, I guess, toys. They have toys. So next one I want to show you, and this one I love dearly. I love this one dearly. I saw it when it was a baby, blossom into like a rose. I love their comic book store. I gotta go see it. But their website is done so professional, and that's another thing you won't always see is a very super professional website, but their convention's website is dead on. And they even have the different choices of your booths. A lot of conventions will not go through the time to do this, but if they're not giving you the time, I wouldn't give them the chance. Make the conventions be professional, because that will help avoid scams. But yeah, they have their different tables and all of that. A friend of mine vended at this one. I was supposed to come vend too. I paid for half the table anyway, but life happens, as you say. Hopefully one of these days I'll actually be able to go and have a partner in crime for the artist booth. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. But they even have like they got the discretion, they got a gallery, they got a map telling you where they are, their contact. Here's another thing that if the convention puts their name in their email, that looks better. So that was another red flag on this other one, because like it did not do that. In fact, when I was a con coordinator, I had what was called a con email. So that they knew, hey, that's the con coordinator. So I had put my name in it, and then I had put like .falcon, because that was the convention I was working with. It shows professionalism. In the real world, we have professional. Conventions are no different. And if a convention is not doing that, they need to do that. Put the effort to have professionalism. So their email is epcon@gmail.com, because it's epcon. They run other events as well. But they make sure that, hey, you know you're going where you need to go. Gmail's not always the best bet, but conventions are still, I wouldn't say babies in the professional world, but they're still getting to the gist of it. My agent makes me use Proton, so I use Proton. I do have a Gmail, though, for, like, when people want to give me fan mail and stuff. But here's what's nice. It's got the terms and conditions right there for you. It says booth cancellations with more than 30 days before an event will be refunded, minus the $20 per process fee. So they're already telling you, hey, I got a process fee.